I believe we're now streaming live on YouTube. So, welcome to another conversation with the wonderful Alina. We're talking about self-image and the limitations of our imagination. So, we have imagination. Our imagination is drummed out of us when we're children. We don't seem to use it to create the life that we want. We don't use it to manifest where we want to go. And this is such a shame because most people don't know what they want because they're not using their imagination to create what they want. Isn't that the truth?
Yes, it is very, very true because I see so many people in their 40s, 50s, and you ask them, what is your goal? What is your burning desire? And they say, I don't know. I don't know what I want. And it can take them weeks, even thinking about what they want, and they still cannot find what they want.
No, it's really limiting what we can do as human beings or what we perceive we can do. And I've done a workshop called Shimsung, which was actually finding your true self and what you really want to do. And that was one of the questions we were told to bang on our second chakra, our energy center of the body, and just scream out, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And to me, it was love. And that love comes from actually serving and helping other people. And that's what I do now. And I thought it was through music. Music was great, but it was really more of an entertainment. This what I do now and what we do now is really change people's mindsets so that they can find what they want to do, where they want to go. Because this limiting belief system that we all get drummed into from a very early age, from 0 to 7, we find that we're not actually finding what we want to do. What we're doing, we're jumping into the treadmill that just goes round and round and round, and nothing ever changes. And it's really important to see that trap that you're in and then realize that you can actually create the life that you want through your imagination and other tools that we like to share with you. Isn't that right?
Yeah, exactly. We have this beautiful life, and every one of us is so unique and came here with unique talents and gifts. And we have certain purpose in life. We have mission in life where we can use those talents and gifts to create some value, to create that impact. And we can be fulfilled and really feel happy when we find that purpose, because this is true happiness. When you find who you are, when you find what is your strength, what is your genius, and what you really love to do, that gives you joy, that gives you excitement, inspiration, that you don't even understand how time flies. And when you create the value, you impact the world. This is how the true happiness looks.
It's very
And
true.
mhm.
Very true. And when you think about what we are, Einstein said this, we're beings of light. So we're coming out of the Higgs boson field as an energetic being of light. That's perfect, right? It's perfect. It's naturally perfect. And what happens when we come into the material world with all the preconceptions, all the inhibitions, and everything that gets drummed into us in our subconscious mind from 0 to 7? We're like an open box where people can chuck in anything that they want to. We start to live our lives through that conditioning. It was the Jesuits who said, give me the child and I'll give you the man. So they were saying they realized that our brains are in theta mode when we're actually from 0 to 7. So we get conditioned to think about life in a certain way. Not saying it's the fault of people, parents, grandparents, great grandparents, because we've all been through that same conditioning. Now, what we're doing, we're waking up to see actually we can break that conditioning, come out of the thinking mind so much, come down more into the emotional mind to create the vision that we want for our life, and then use the thinking mind, which is a very powerful tool, to think where you want to go. So you're using all of this amazing power that comes into you to actually drive your life in the direction you want to go in. And most human beings, I would say they reckon about 95 to 97% of human beings are not living like this. They're living in this cycle that goes round and round and round. And it's time we all broke out of that and actually started to improve our self-image and our self-love to give us the life that we actually deserve to live because of where we come from and what we are as human beings.
Yes, we live in conditioned cycles, like Napoleon Hill in his book Outwitting the Devil calls is drifting. And also he calls this state as a hypnotic state. When people repeat the same things, the same thoughts, the same feelings, the same actions again, day after day, it creates that hypnotic rhythm. And they just are in this hypnotic rhythm. And when they are inside, they don't see anything outside of that box. That's why awareness and self-awareness is so important if you really want to live meaningful life. If you understand that this life is a gift, it is such a precious that every day we can discover something new about ourselves and we can find who we really are and what we're meant to do, who we're meant to become, and what we can expect. Because when we understand our potential, that it is limited potential and that we have all this energy which come into us and through us all the time, and if we don't use this energy by choosing thoughts, by choosing where we want to direct this energy, it is just getting wasted. So we can invest this energy and create something, create that legacy, create that outcome which we want. Or we can just drifting and spend this energy. And this is all comes back to awareness. Are we aware of what is going on?
It's very true. It's what I say in my Qigong practice. What I was taught is where your mind goes, your energy follows. So people aren't focusing their minds on the right things. There's all these distractions coming in, like YouTube shorts and Netflix, and the phone keeps ringing, or looking for that quick dopamine hit, which really does not really satisfy you, but keeps people occupied. But really, when they start to occupy themselves on what they really want, start to focus on that, start to put that into their imagination, because once you start to focus on that vision in your thinking mind and then send it down to your subconscious mind, and you make a habit of that repetition, thinking about that every day, that's when this starts to manifest in your life. It can take time, but it can be very quick. Depends what you're asking for. But you can do this with your own mind, but it's realizing how the mind works with the thinking mind and the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Many of us are, like you say, in autopilot, and we're not actually thinking about what we're doing. We're just doing things because we do that every day. It's like cleaning your teeth, taking a shower, whatever, getting out of bed, making the bed in the morning. It's all in the autopilot. When we start to realize we can think and make conscious decisions every day towards where we want to be, that's when we can create. And we are creators. We're above the animal world in that respect. We can create because we can, but we don't realize that. We don't realize we can create new instances for ourselves. We can create a new self-image, which is what we're doing as a workshop, isn't it? We're doing a new self-image, finding your true self workshop in Brighton, isn't that? It's coming up very soon.
Yes, it's coming on 13 July, and we will be happy to see you and help you to create your new self-image and become aware of who you are and what is your potential and what you can achieve. Because some people don't dream big because they just don't believe that something bigger is possible. So when we change that and you start understanding that you have such a huge potential and you can create anything that you can just think about, what you can hold in your mind, you can hold in your hand. Yes, so everything starts from changing that mindset, from changing the picture, what you have about yourself, what you think, who you are, and understanding that what you think you are, it was not even built by you. It was built by your parents, by people who were around you when you were small. And if you really want more in life, you think that you are to be more, have more, do more, become more, this is where everything starts, from creating new self-image to create new results.
That's very true. I used to be stuck in that position of thinking, well, if I get that little bit, then I'll be okay and I'll be safe for a bit, and then I'll get that little bit. And I used to be in that mindset. Not anymore. I'm thinking, I want this. This is what I want to create in my life. And now I'm moving towards that position, and it becomes easier rather than this limiting. Because if you think about it in this limited way, because of my limited self-image, I'm just getting these little limited things and spreading myself too thin, not really creating the life that I want. So, yes, we're in Brighton on the 13th of July, Saturday. We will be holding other events as well. So, if you're watching this in the future, past that date, click the link around this, because it'll be the same link. You can go to the workshop. There'll be another workshop happening. But for this one, 13th of July, click the link and sign up. And Elena and I would be so happy to see you. It'd be brilliant. So look forward to that, seeing you very, very soon.
Yeah, your future results start from your decisions which you make today. So click the link and see you there.
Very true. Very true. Okay, bye for now. Give you all a big